Yes. Well, now we can finally do the clappy clap.
Okay.
Real YouTubers.
Yeah. Hello, waffles.
I literally said wah.
Hello, waffles.
Hey, waffles. Or whoever you are, because maybe you saw the title of the video and you thought that sounds interesting. I want more LGBT fantasies.
Yeah.
And then you landed on this page. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Renee.
And we
Wrote a book.
Such a smooth segue.
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote a book. We wanted to tell you about it, give a little update on what we've been doing, well, basically this year and a half. Maybe you've already seen it on our own social media, maybe Cindy's.
On my Twitter or my Tumblr,
Yes.
which I'll insert. Maybe on Renee's Instagram or Twitter.
Which is also... But now we're going to tell you officially that we made a book.
We self-published it, so it's not traditionally published. We just worked off our asses to get this book out and in our hands.
Yes. But now it's finally here and it's so fun. Okay.
Yes.
So, Cindy wrote it and I illustrated it.
Yeah, it's an illustrated LGBT fantasy book. So there's lots of very pretty illustrations inside, which I think is really cool. It just gives it that old school storybook.
Yeah, we wanted to go for like a fairy tale kind of vibe
Yeah.
with the book, and I think
we kind of
did
did
it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big book with like a ribbon.
A ribbon! That's what it's called! Oh my god, we're just sitting here like... String? Fabric?
We wanted to tell you what it was about, because the bag doesn't really tell you a lot.
Yeah, we have a booth at conventions where we sell the book, and where we sell the merch, because a few artists actually make posters of the characters, which is so cool and so pretty.
Yeah.
We also sell buttons and bookmarks that a friend of mine drew. Really cool. Anyway, yeah, but we see people pick up the book, read the back and go, huh? What's it about? Because we thought this was a nice hint.
Just
Flavor?
flavor.
Yeah, it's not. You have no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
So let us tell you.
Yeah. Our official summary is: a girl meets a dragon, a servant fights for her prince, a traveler with a secret finds a home, a soldier disobeys the rules to save his kingdom, and a queen journeys north to find out if she's fit to rule.
There are people at conventions who ask me, so what's it about? And then I completely panic. Well, let me tell you what the thought was behind the book. It's not a very deep thought. Renee and I both watch a lot of series and movies. We do read a lot of books. We really like fantasy. We like the genre. But the problem with fantasy is that it's usually not as diverse.
A lot of genre fiction, like fantasy, sci-fi, it's usually not as diverse
as the contemporary stories. Yeah. And I thought that was a shame. Not that I don't like the contemporary LGBT fiction, but I really want to see LGBT in a fantasy and not as the center of attention. I don't want the LGBT to be the theme of the book. Like, I need to find out my identity. I need to come to terms with it. That's not what this book is about. It's just a fantasy story with characters that are LGBT.
Yeah.
Which sounds really random, so like what are they? But you have like lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, LGBT.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was what I wanted to tell with this book. The book follows 5 main characters. There are other important characters, but there are 5 main characters who live in the same country. And this country has a king that's like corrupt,
Paranoid,
evil. Lives of the characters are impacted by that. So the journeys the characters go through change themselves, but also the kingdom. And I really like character growth in books. I really like if characters are well fleshed out, well thought out. Not to give myself a compliment like, oh, my characters are so great. I mean, I love them, they're my children, but I also focus a lot on the characters in the book and on the journeys they go through, the personal growth journeys. The hashtag self-care. Eat some avocado and feel better.
So, if that makes you, like, interested?
Where can you get it?
Yeah. Woo! You can find it on our website. That's our main place where we sell it. It's at for-ever-book.com.
Yes, because it's self-published, so you can't get it in bookstores.
Yeah, exactly. Well, some in the Netherlands.
If you ask the bookseller if they want to order the book for you, they can, because we have the code. We are in the system, so they can purchase the book for you if you want to. But we'll leave in the description where you can get them in the Netherlands.
If you want, if this is like maybe the shipping costs are pretty high, or you read on an e-reader, there's also a Kindle version, and there is an Amazon version, because that's a bit cheaper. It's not hardcover, it doesn't have the ribbon, and
not the foil.
And not the foil, but it's a little bit cheaper, and it's cheaper to get to you. So if you're in America or something,
we hate the shipping prices. They're so expensive. It literally is. There's nothing we can do about it. We are so sorry that it is expensive if you live in America. Though it would mean a lot if you still bought the hardcover, because we did our best to make it look as pretty as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And we made the price as cheap as we could, basically.
Of the book, yeah.
Because we just want people to, well, read
it.
And
we would love for you to read it. Yeah. That's basically what we're saying.
Basically.
So we really made it as cheap as possible so you can read it and you can tell us what you think about it, because feedback is so important. It helps us to get better, it helps us to tell better stories, and, well, yeah, give you better, I don't know if you can call this content. Yeah. Yeah, you know, better books, I guess.
Yeah, because we are actually going to make more books. Cindy is actually already writing book 2 of a series about gay werewolves.
Yeah, I was like, you know, what do we need in our lives? Gay werewolves. That was the answer.
Yeah.
There you have it. Happy 2020.
And we're also working, or we're going to work on a fully illustrated book about a princess and a witch that fall in love.
It's very fantasy, like disgustingly fantasy.
There are unicorns, there's glitter in my mind.
Yeah, it's a glittery fantasy, if you know what I mean. It's like, I had so much fun coming up with the names for these characters. Like, little spoiler, the princess name is Cinnamon Cocoa Sparkle. Yes. Yeah, there's a sparkle. There's a sparkle.
And if you want to know more about new projects or what we're doing now, you can follow us on Ever After Print on Instagram, on Tumblr, or Twitter. Because that's where we're going to let you know what we're working on. You can already see some characters of the gay werewolf book there and that kind of stuff. It has just been a lot of fun to work on this. It has also been a lot of fun to stand at our booth and to meet some waffles that just recognize us out of cosplay and are super nice.
You're so nice. Thank you so much that you came to visit us and told us like,
wait a minute,
aren't you waffles with Spain? Yeah. It's fun. Yeah. So sorry if this is a bit random, like you watch this for cosplay content and suddenly we're here, like, hello, we wrote a book. But it would seriously mean so much to us if you checked it out, if you read it, reviewed it, if you just, I don't know.
Do something.
Do something. Thanks for listening to our rambling about the book. I hope to see you
at a convention soon.
Maybe if you buy the book. We always sign the books. One of us always signs the books when you buy them.
We do.
Except when you buy them from Amazon. Because
makes me feel famous.
We don't live in the Amazon warehouse. Yes! Okay.